Hey there, Justice Egan here. Jumping on real quick, I am super, super excited about an opportunity here to interview a good buddy and mentor of mine, bring a little value to you, leading into a special announcement, which we'll talk about in just a few minutes. But the good fortune I have here is to introduce to you my good buddy, incredible guy, incredible entrepreneur, has had an amazing impact on my life, Mr. Ray Higdon. Ray, I'll run through a couple of accolades. You can tell me if the numbers are accurate, not accurate. I mean, they change so much at this point, right? Seven figures in network. You've made seven figures in the network marketing industry, seven figures in affiliate marketing. It was seven figures in your own product, service, coaching. But as the products and coaching business turned into a seven-figure a year business yet? We're getting close there.
Yeah. Very, very blessed. We now have a seven-figure a year product business and a seven-figure a year coaching business. So it's been very, very blessed. Yes.
Awesome. So, guys, big treat. We have a short period of time with Ray here, but I want to get some questions out there, have him bring some value to you. But I got to tell you, such a treat. Get your notepad out, because there isn't a day that goes by, Ray, where I don't shell out some Rayism to somebody I'm coaching or speaking to. They've got something I'm like, oh, Ray taught me, or Ray said, that's really what an impact you've had. So,
cool.
So first and foremost, I appreciate you so much.
My pleasure, man. Awesome.
So, real quickly, for those that are watching this, somebody who maybe got into our industry a day ago or hasn't had internet connection or something for the last year, give them the quick version of your story here. I mean, how'd you end up here, bud?
Yeah, I'm someone that, if I look back and just, connect all the dots and everything, I left my house when I was a sophomore and hung out with the bad crowd in high school, and led me to some bad decisions, and then decided to course correct and work my way up corporate America, because that's what everyone told me to do, just to realize that with a high salary comes high demand and no freedom. And, I was spending more time with pictures of my kids than the real thing. And I decided to go out on my own, and went out on my own in real estate, did well for a few years until I didn't, and lost it all. And which I'm actually, weirdly enough, very grateful for, because it led me to the online and network marketing space. And that was, in 2009, I went from being in personal foreclosure, being dead broke, chased by bill collectors, to becoming the #1 income earner in my last network marketing company. A lot of it through the internet and through attraction marketing. And now we have multiple six-figure incomes from different sources, and now multiple seven-figure income sources. And we teach people how to do exactly what we do. We teach people how to become authorities in their niche using the internet. And that's where we're really passionate.
Awesome stuff. And I know your story as well as, many, right? I mean, we've worked around each other for quite some time, and had the good fortune of getting to know each other. I know that when you were in your last company, the company that you became the #1 income earner in, you were out there hitting the pavement, right? I mean, 20 no's a day, getting after it, and you were getting some results. And I know this Wednesday, something we're going to talk about, a training that you're doing this Wednesday night on blogging, right? Guys, I'll leave a link up, down, around. You'll be able to find it. But you're out there, getting 20 no's a day. You're starting to get results in your business. Why? What was it that made you say, hey, I'm going to start blogging, right?
That's a great question. And the way that you worded it is I don't know that anyone's ever asked me in that particular way, but it's really, really good what you did there. So even though I was beating the pavement, even though I was pounding the phone, because if you get 20 no's a day, that doesn't mean you make 20 calls a day. That means you may make 50 calls. And, I was doing meetings every single day. I was doing, Panera meetings, Starbucks meetings, home meetings, breakfast meetings, lunch meetings, hotel meetings. I was doing it nonstop. Even though I was doing all that stuff, I'll be honest, I didn't want to. I didn't want that to be my method of operation for the rest of my life. And I know some people that have actually, been in the business for 10 years and they still cold call. Like, to me, this is no offense to anybody, but to me, that's a lack of intelligence. I wanted to learn marketing to a degree where I could get people reaching out to me. So while I was getting those 20 no's a day, while I was climbing up the leaderboard through mainly traditional and old school, I was laying the foundation of my online assets of putting content out into the marketplace to attract people to me. And so it started, my results were kind of down here. And so it was all old school, traditional. And then it kind of went like this. And, you can't really see it, but now there's no way through the telephone, through purchase leads, through prospecting offline that I could get in front of 3,000 to 4,000 people or 3,000 to 4,000 leads a month. I just couldn't do that. And now we actually calculate one metric that we run is how many people are we getting in front of each day? And we're typically in front of, through our blog content, podcast, Periscope, and all these other things, webinars, interviews, all these different things. We're typically above 5,000 to 8,000 people daily. Now that's something that's pretty difficult to do, if you're not using the internet. So we teach people how to use the internet to get in front of more people, to attract more people, and to make your life easier. Because I can tell you, my favorite kind of lead is not one that I have to call, but one that wants to call me.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, you'd have to fill a small stadium every day and get yourself up on stage, right? I mean, that'd be what you have to do. I love, though, you said that you were out there doing this while you were out there prospecting, right? I mean, you were laying the foundation. And I think that so many people miss that, right? It's like all or nothing, online or offline. And
that's right.
When I'm talking to people, it's like, one of the questions I ask them is, do you want to make money fast? Like, do you want to make money now? Well, go out there and talk to somebody, right? Those are leads now.
Right.
You had to lay the foundation, and I see so many people, they'll blog, right? They'll write some blogs. They'll write, a blog for a week or 2 or 3 weeks, and they'll go, oh man, this blogging thing just not for me, or doesn't work, or any of that stuff. I don't think people realize the amount of time, the consistency that you put in. I mean, I think everybody knows that you're as consistent as they get, but it wasn't an overnight thing for you results-wise, right? I mean, with your blogging, leads started coming in slowly or later. Give people a little insight. I mean, did you have to stick with it?
Yeah, I mean, so it was probably a good 6 months of blogging before I really started to see some results. Now, that being said, I didn't have like a great blogging course that I went through. I didn't have a marketing mentor. So I was kind of figuring things out as I went. I had an ugly blog with crappy pictures and not a great giveaway. So, I had a lot of things wrong. What I had right was processes. Yeah. So my process was to create content consistently to get it into the marketplace, because that just made sense to me. And sometimes you hear about a marketing method that maybe doesn't make sense to you, that you're like, why does that work? That doesn't make sense. To me, putting consistent value into the marketplace is what Google wants to see, is what human beings want to see, is what your target market wants to see. It should work. Now, I didn't know all the nuances. I didn't know all the SEO, and we weren't doing any ads or anything like that. We didn't know what we were doing in a lot of categories, but it just made sense to me. So, now I'd like to think if I had to start a blog over from scratch, I do believe I would get a lot faster results. But my commitment strategy, which many people need to evaluate for themselves, my commitment strategy was until. So most people, they have a 14-day or 14-hour commitment strategy. Mine was until. So I could have been at this thing 2.5 years and and still eventually thinking that it would happen.
Well, I think, the message of perseverance there, and just, and the until message. And I've watched marketing strategies come and go that were quick hit strategies. And I think so many people, they go, well, I'm not ready to blog yet, right? Because the long-term strategy, and they're looking for the here, now, fast,
right?
The fast win. But I mean, you obviously, you could do it faster now, knowing what you know now, you'd get faster results. But nonetheless, what are can you throw some stats at some people, so that they can get an idea of what that blog has become,
Yeah. So the last time my blog, and this is not counting MLM income, this is not counting affiliate income, This is only counting income of products sold on the site. The last time my blog made less than 50,000 in a month was September of 2013. Wow. We average the most days, we average around 40, 42 transactions a day, but that sometimes spikes up to 70 transactions a day. And that's ranging from $7 all the way up to $9.97. We get over, lately we've bumped up, we get like 110, 115,000 unique visitors a month, which actually equates to millions of hits a month. And we've generated over 3,100 leads for about 2 years now, every month. We had 1 month where we got like 11,000, which was kind of awesome. But yeah, we've had over 3,000 leads every month for 2 years now, and that's from the blog. That's not counting capture pages or anything else.
So guys, if you're watching this and you've considered blogging or not blogging, and somebody says, well, you're going to have to write consistently, or it's going to take a little while. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that it's worth it, when so many other people have been, left, holding the bag, so to speak, on different strategies that come and go, right? And here, the compound effect has certainly taken place. I mean, those are some incredible numbers. I hear a lot of people say to me and guys, for those of you, there is a link up around, real quickly, Ray, this Wednesday night at 9 p.m., you're doing a really cool training. Real quickly, what is it? What are some of the things you're going to touch on Wednesday night?
Yeah, so earlier this year, I rolled out a very popular training called 5 Steps on How to Become an Authority. And it's really how I went without results, without an impressive resume, while I was in a house in foreclosure, how I part-time became an online authority for the network marketing space. And so we're going to teach how to become an authority using the internet, except this is an updated training. I've actually never given this particular training because I have some new steps that we've learned over the last 6 months or so. And so I'm just going to show you, to me, if there was a status that you would want to acquire to make your life so much easier, it's authority status. And as an authority, I'm asked to speak on stages. Just 2 weeks ago, I shared the stage with Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Bob Proctor, in front of over 8,000 people at Eric Warren's Network Marketing Pro event. When you're an authority, you get asked to speak at events. You get asked for interviews. I've been interviewed on Entrepreneur on Fire now twice. I'm one of like 27 entrepreneurs in the world that he's interviewed twice. And so when you're an authority, you get asked for interviews. You get asked to speak on stage. You get asked to do webinars for different people's teams or whatever else. And it's just amazing the resources that come to you. And I'm just talking about the additional resources. Of course, prospects on a daily basis are asking me, hey, what business are you in? I'd love to join. And they're saying that in the same sentence. They're not saying, hey, what business is it? I might like to join. They're saying, what business is it? I'd like to join. And, that's powerful. And that's what happens when you become an authority. And so I'm going to teach you how to become an authority using the internet part-time without an impressive resume. And regardless of if you know a darn thing about technology, because I don't know very much about technology. So I'm going to show you how to get all of that accomplished in a very, very powerful webinar that we're doing this Wednesday.
And I, no offense to Ray, but I will attest to the fact as a someone who's worked around him for years and a coaching client of Ray's, I'll go, Ray, I'm stuck on this. How do you, I got no idea. You got to go talk to this person or talk to that person. It's funny what you can accomplish out there if if you're prioritizing right, if you have the right mindset, if you're following the right people. Don't need to be like a techie superstar. Not at all. So guys, there is a link above and below, depending on where you're seeing this video, justiceegan.com/Ray. If you want to get registered, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Best training out there when it comes to blogging, best trainer out there, one of the best when it comes to melding internet marketing and network marketing. I mean, really unbelievable. I guess, one of the last things I'll leave with here, Ray, is, there's on Wednesday night's webinar is being held in conjunction with an affiliate system, My Lead System Pro. You and I have talked at length about My Lead System Pro. We learned a lot from My Lead System Pro about marketing, and they're you know, they have a big announcement they're making. They're launching a new blogging platform that it really can change the game for a lot of people. And I'm curious, you know, you've kind of brought this webinar together in conjunction. You know, you're doing this training in conjunction with the launch of this really amazing new platform. And I'm curious what got you excited about the platform. You know, you're out there, you got this massive blog, you know, it's out there getting all this traffic. I mean, what is it that made you look and said, yeah, like I'd love to jump on and train while you guys launch this, and it's got me excited.
Well, I mean, you know, our big mission is impact, you know, is impacting people and helping people. And we realize, you know, we've taken care of most objections. We've taken care of, you know, that you can do it part-time, that you don't need an impressive resume. And we've made suggestions when it comes to technology to make it as simple as humanly possible. MLSP just took it that one step further. So now with MLSP, you can, you know, with their new announcement, you can literally have a blog set up for yourself in a couple steps. And so now you don't even have to outsource anything, whereas that was kind of our suggestion prior to that. And so, yeah, it's exciting. It's such a great marriage. And, you know, the Finales and MLSP, they see it as just a great relationship, as do we.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I remember watching YouTube videos. I spent hours. I didn't even know what the word outsourcing meant, right? I mean, it took me months. It took me like 2 months before I was up and blogging. And I think so many people get stuck there. Getting people into motion out in the marketplace is just going to be such a powerful thing. So
yeah, man.
I'm super excited. Guys, justiceegan.com/Ray. Go get registered. We're going live Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, the link's around. And make sure to leave a comment below. Give Ray a big thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. Ray, just for those of you who don't know, Ray just had the most beautiful daughter. And, you know, he's been very busy playing dad and taking some amazing pictures. I see him up on Facebook all the time. And he took some time out today to share with you some tips on blogging, give you some insight as to what's possible. So, you know, make sure to leave a comment below and share your appreciation. And, buddy, I appreciate you so much. You've impacted me in a way I could never thank you enough for. And I'm so excited to see what you roll out on Wednesday night. So thanks for coming out and sharing, and I'll see you on Wednesday, bud.
Anytime, brother. You got it, brother. All right, man.